everybody, it's the Warhipster here, coming at you with another not quite Contrast Plus painting tutorial. No, today we are painting an Obsidian Cathayan Sentinel. Yes, so we've primed it in Chaos Black, which is a new thing for us here on the channel. Well, not really, we've done it a few times before, but there we go. A massive thank you to Games Workshop for sending me this one early to build up and paint with all of you. That is exactly what we're going to be doing today. I'm really excited because, well, we've got a really simple, very, very cool scheme for you today. So we're going to jump in and start painting. Now, as mentioned, it has been primed in Chaos Black, and the colour we're going to be using first is some Dawnstone, and we're going to be dry brushing this over the top of the entirety of the model. We just want to catch all of this gorgeous detail scattered around. This magnificent boy. And then once it's fully dry brushed, we'll come back. So with that Dawnstone dry brush all applied, what we're then going to do is we're going to take some Grey Seer. I'm going to dry brush this over the top, but we're going to be really gentle here. Just wanting to catch like the sharpest areas. And so with that Grey Seer dry brush all applied, we're then going to take some white scar. And this is just going to be for the absolute sharpest parts. So we're going to go for the edges of the blade. Like that. We're going to go for the tops of the knees, tops of the head, around the face, the gem, a little bit over the chest, shoulders and hands. So with those dry brushes all applied, we're now going to seal it all in by using some Nuln Oil. And we're just going to basically slap this over the top. If you want to be really fancy and you've got some of the old Nuln Oil gloss, you could even use that and make it really shiny. That would be cool. But one thing we are going to kind of avoid here is the large gems like this one here on the chest. So with that all done, we've actually completed quite a vast amount of the models. So what we're going to do next is we're going to actually take some thinned down Corax White. And we're going to use this to pick out all the tiny little gems, as well as highlight any of the slightly bigger ones. So we've got this little tiny circular one around here, and this one here. And in there. And there. And under here as well. What we're also going to do with the Corax White here is we're going to use this to relayer, or to actually just paint in, all the little bits of paper. Like that one there. And so with all that Corax White applied, we did just end up relayering all of those gems rather than highlighting them. But what we're going to do next is we're going to take some Eldari Emerald and we're going to apply this over the top. Just like that. And so with all that Eldari Emerald applied, we're then going to take some Skeleton Horde. I'm going to apply this over top of all the parchment. So with that all done, we're now going to take a teensy tiny little bit of Ironbreaker. And there's just a couple of little chain links and things down here on the leg. You can see them just there. I'm going to use this to pick those out. And with that done, we're then similarly going to take some thinned down Mournfang Brown. And we're going to use this to highlight all of those little leather throngs. So with that all done, we're now going to take some Blood Angel's Red. And we're going to apply this over the top of the sort of inner rocks. So the best way to demonstrate this is on the inside of the neck. We're just going to apply this like so. And so with that all done, we're then going to take some Fire Dragon Bright. We're going to thin it down with roughly 4 or 5 parts water to make it really runny. And then just up there in those rocks, for example, in the deepest recesses, we're going to apply this to give it a glow. So with that all done, our Cathayan Sentinel, or our Obsidian Cathayan Sentinel, is now finished. The only thing left to do is the base, and we're going to be going for a fast-drying pre-mix stuff from Geek Gaming Cynics. We got the base-ready Mediterranean soil, and we're going to be using this basing glue as well. This is pretty cool. So we're just going to apply some PVA all over, and we're going to move it around, and then we're going to sprinkle in that sand. We've done this before on our Tomb Kings, actually. Well, we actually do this for all of our old world stuff. Just feels appropriate, you know, to use traditional basing methods. Good lord. For a much more traditional game. And there you have it, with that Mediterranean base mix applied from Geek Gaming Scenics. Our Obsidian Cathayan Sentinel, it's hard to say, is now finished. Really, really simple, really, really quick, and very, very effective. It's almost like priming it in the Chaos Black probably saved us quite a lot. We could, of course, have done it with Black Legion over a Grey Seer primer, but I just figured, what was the point? I'm just going to do this anyway.
If you enjoyed this video, you love the channel, and you'd like to support me further, you absolutely can do so by heading to patreon.com/warhipster, just like all of these wonderful, amazing people have done. And alternatively, you could become a YouTube channel member by clicking on the join button below, exactly like these fabulous folks have done, scrolling up on the screen before you. There are so many of you out there that it really takes my breath away, and I cannot thank you enough for everything you do, as without you I wouldn't be able to keep making these Contrast Plus videos. And if you really like this video and you want to send me a little thanks, just click on the thanks button just below this video. Don't forget to share it, like it, comment on it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and to make sure you stay up to date, don't forget to click the bell icon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon in the next one. Happy wargaming.